Hi there, welcome to the third episode of my 10-minute one of today. And the topic of this one is the just released hot off the press SNP accounts. The most recent accounts, as you can see, are from the calendar year 2023. They were submitted into the Electoral Commission about a month ago. They're now publicly available. I'll put a link to the website in the comments. So, how did they look? Well, depends how you want to look at them. They probably think they look fantastic. But what I'll do is I've pulled a few examples from some of the pages within the document that I want to draw your attention to, and you can come to your own conclusions probably quite easily after digesting the information I want to share with you. So as you can see, these are prepared and are for the year ending 31st of December 2023. So they're already a little bit out of date, and they have about 6 months to prepare them before putting them into Electoral Commission, and this is what they read. So the first thing I want to show you is this note here. Now this note here is a note from the auditors, and it says here the basis for qualified opinion. During the course of our audit, we identified that original documentation in respect to some items of cash and cheques received relating to membership, donations and raffle income were not kept by the party prior to July 2023. We have been unable to satisfy ourselves by alternative means regarding the completeness of income for the current and prior year in respect of the above limitation in scope. Consequently, we are unable to determine whether any adjustment to income is necessary in the current year or prior year, and a potential impact on opening reserves accordingly. So, what does that mean? Well, that means, and they're not told you what timescale. This set of auditors, if you remember, they had to get them quite hurriedly for last year's accounts because they had no auditors. The auditors left. So what they're saying is last year and this year up until July 2023, we've been unable to see how this money's come in. So any money come in for memberships, donations and raffles, they can't guarantee it. What it doesn't say is how long that's been going on. We've told you that last year and this year we've had problems because they've only been accounting for those two sets of books. So how far back does this go? Well, we really don't know, but it does sound a bit iffy, doesn't it? On to the second thing, second page I want you to look at, and this is the income and expenditure account. What money they've spent and what money they've brought in. And I'll come into the income in a wee bit more detail with the next slide. And as you can see there, it's zoomed in just to show you the income. And there's one big massive difference from year on year. You'll see there the column furthest to the right is 2022, and then next to it, to give you a comparison, we've got the income for 2023. Now, most lines as you go down there are the same, almost identical, until you get to the last one, which is miscellaneous. And as you can see there, this year, they brought in £1.2 million worth of miscellaneous income, and that compares to about £500,000 the year before. So there's about a £700,000 difference there. And as you can see there, it says Notes 7. So with the accounts, you then go down to Notes 7. And Notes 7, miscellaneous. So again, it gives you 4 lines of miscellaneous income, and it compares last year to this year. So you've got legacies. That's money, as you can see, that tells you in the notes. Legacies include amounts bequeathed to the party during the year. A wee bit more than the year before. Parliamentary levy, it's only about £5,000 a difference. That's probably because they'll maybe lost an MP during that year. So the levy, which is donations they take off their parliamentarians, which will be decimated this time next year because of the knock-on effect from the disaster of the Westminster election. But there's this big line here that says branch levy. £670,000 magically appeared from the branches compared to no money from the year before. So I've drew in this extra £670,000, and as you can see in the note at the bottom here, during the year there was 2 levies on branch funds, one to help the party meet the costs of the Hamilton-Rutherglen West by-election, so they were obviously skint before that happened, and one to support the party's national campaigning towards the next general election. Now what I want to point out there is this was money then that they've took off the branch in 2023 and they'll have just recently spent with the 2024 general election. So that means next year they will not have that income because they've took it this year, but they'll have the expenditure in 2024. So although they spend the money in the next set of accounts, there'll be nothing to come in to replace it. So it'll be pure loss. And I don't know why they've done that, but there could be a number of reasons. And the main one, the total expenditure, gives them a surplus of 600 odd grand this year. So if they didn't bring that money in this year, they would have probably broke even, not shown a surplus. However, the other 274,000 that we spoke about in the legacies, in addition, the accounts reflect notification of legacies, keyword notification, of £274,000. While this is far from unusual, it should also be borne in mind that while this income is recognised for 2023 accounts, it's not actually been received yet. Indeed, these remaining significant outstanding sums from legacies notified in previous years make up the large majority of the £557 accrued income showing as current assets. So I've not got this money, but they're putting it in their balance sheet as an asset. I wonder why they're doing that. So if you look here at their assets, they're saying that their assets have come up from a minus 219,000 to a profit or a plus assets of 441. But all they've basically done is use wooden dollars to say, well, this money we're accruing it just now, so we'll show it in the assets where it isn't real money. So they're just stacking it up to make their books look good. So, in summary, what we've got is, we've got an income which they never draw before, a levy from branches of £600,000, which saved them from on paper breaking even or possibly just losing a couple of quid, right? But the reality is, the other thing I want to show you is the cash in hand situation. Yeah, I just want to show you here. So cash in hand last year, £46,000. Cash in hand this year, £42,000. So once all the jiggery pokery was done and the money in and the money out and put this there and put that there, they've actually got £4,000 less than they had the year before. So they've spent more than they brought in by the sum of about £4,000, because they've got 42 grand now. What we've got to bear in mind is they've been decimated by, we're getting £1.2 to £1.3 million in ministerial levy and short money that they bring in from Westminster. So that money will not be in these accounts next year. So they're starting up £1.2 to £1.5 million worse off than they started this year, which has had to have some cute accounting, some cute bookkeeping to show a profit, which in real terms isn't, because the money was just wooden dollared from their branch, which they've not done before. We've got not a lot of cash left, and we're counting this levy money, this bequest money from people that have either died and just not get the money paid by their estate yet, or promises to pay. So they've got over £500,000 of these wooden dollars in their assets to make them look as if they're a wee bit better than they really are. So, well played, SNP. Well played, the Scottish electorate, who got them down to 9 seats. And I'm already looking forward to seeing the knock-on effect that's going to have in the next 12 months, should they get through it. Because if they're insolvent, they might not be here to get another set of accounts. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and notification bell. But most importantly of all, that's your SNP, or the sneaky peeps that do their books. Everyone else, have a great day. Cheery bye now.